William Blake once said, "If the door of perceptions were cleansed, everything would appear to man as it is, infinite." Good day, beautiful soul. Matt here. Welcome to segment 3 of the Art of Self-Discovery, created by the wonderful Marva Midkiff. This segment is all about perceptions. Our perceptions, how we see the world, and how that influences everything. So today we're going to go through the same inspirations: our pause, our intention, beauty, journal, reflect, and create. So let's kick it off. Have you noticed things that seem to be true and universal are often just our own unique experience of the world, how we see the world, our perception of the world and of ourselves? What we perceive at any given moment is not only determined by our sensory input, but our past experiences, our physical abilities, our energy levels, our feelings, our social identities, past conditionings, you name it, all the layers of self that we bring along with us. Even though perception is not reality, it can certainly appear and feel like it is real. Perception can become a person's identity. It's a point of influence on how we interpret our reality. So that's one reason why we have to dig so deep to unearth our conditioning. After years, maybe lifetimes, of habitually using our perceptions and imagined beliefs to validate or protect ourselves, we have convinced ourselves that they are, in fact, fact. So keep that in mind as we move through our journey today and when dealing with others. So let's extend a little bit more compassion and courage for ourselves and others as we travel this path. So let's kick off our session on perceptions today with our sacred pause. So go ahead and find yourself a comfortable seated position, maybe aligning your posture, finding your shoulders up and back, resting nicely on the bod, chin slightly tilted downward, just feeling nice and aligned so that your bones feel stacked and your muscles can relax. We're going to do a short breathing exercise that helps us release all the mind chatter. And we're going to do this by tracking our breath, starting with inhaling through the top of our head by the count of 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold there for a moment. And now exhaling through the bottoms of our feet. 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold there for a moment. Now inhaling through the bottom of our feet. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold there for a moment. And now exhaling out the top of our head. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for a moment. We're going to repeat this 2 more times. Just notice how the mind is able to release the chatter as we give it something simple to do. Inhaling again through the top of our head. Hold for a moment. Exhale through the bottoms of our feet. Holding. Inhale through the bottoms of our feet. Hold there. Exhale out the top of our head. Hold there. And we're going to do this one more time. Inhaling through the top of our head. Holding. exhale through the bottoms of our feet. Inhale through the bottom of our feet. Hold. Exhaling at the top of our head. How did that feel? What did you notice as you quiet the mind? Moving into our intention, which we will speak as an affirmation. Feel free to repeat after me. I understand how my perceptions shape my reality. I pause before I take action. Okay, we're going to move into our beautification exercise. I hope you have your journal handy. We've got some journaling to do for today's session and every session throughout this journey. It's a great journaling journey. And so for today's beautification exercise, we're just, now that we have brought ourselves a little bit more into this moment with our breath, with our pause, with our intention, we're going to provide 12 endings to this sentence. I feel beautiful when... Perhaps you're not in a place to journal. Maybe you're listening to this as you drive your car. So let yourself complete the sentence. I'll repeat this 12 times and just let yourself complete the sentence. I feel beautiful when... I feel beautiful when... I feel beautiful when... I feel beautiful when... I feel so beautiful when... I feel 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 beautiful when... And lastly, I feel beautiful when... Just noticing what came up for you. How do you perceive your own beauty? Is your perception of your beauty based solely on how you look? Can you identify the beauty of your emotional or mental or spiritual states of being? All right, we're going to flow right into our journal prompt of the day. We have our sentence fragments that we will be completing. So without pausing, reading, or judging, using our breath to bring ourselves into this moment, let us complete the endings to the 10 following sentences. Sometimes I make it difficult for others to understand me by... As a teenager, I see woman as... I see man as my perception of humanity is if I don't understand, I perceive relationships to be when I am alone, I am becoming aware that and lastly, if any of what I am writing is true, so how was that? What was something you were surprised to discover while completing today's journal exercise? So let's reflect. We just completed some of these sentences. This sentence completion is perhaps becoming a bit more understandable. Maybe you are able to make some observations about the way that you are perceiving reality. Feel free to take some time with your reflection, even if it's longer than a day, going back to these sentence completions and remembering to just leave our judgments about what we are behind, what we have written. These sentence endings are meant to just bypass the conscious thinking mind. They don't have to make sense or be true. Judgment will give our perceptions and our subconscious mind a reason to resist our growth and return to old patterns of behavior. So just noticing this, maybe documenting any areas of self-discovery that you find curious, amazing, or questionable. Maybe sharing one curious, amazing, or questionable thing that you're discovering about yourself with a loved one to further explore it. Moving into our last inspiration on our segment for perceptions is our creative exercise. So today, let us choose 3 of our favorite colors in whatever medium you choose and create something that feels like beauty. With curiosity, we face our own thinking as well as the thinking of others. This is how we ensure that our perceptions remain close to the reality we prefer to inhabit. Becoming curious, asking questions without expectation, and becoming good listeners create alignment and connection. This alignment is essential for us to live in the real world. Real world. What does that even mean? But you know what I mean. It helps us find common ground, homeostasis with others and ourselves. So here are a few tips to keep in mind as you create and play and discover throughout the day. Do not assume that your perceptions are reality or truth. Be respectful of others' perceptions, that they may be true or not. Don't hold your perceptions too tightly. They may be untrue, and admitting that takes courage. Recognize the conditioning within us that may affect our perceptions. Observing these conditionings will better ground our perceptions rather than shading them with our own thoughts that may not be true. Challenge your perceptions, like we are doing with our own exercises. And lastly, be open to modifying your perceptions if the evidence suggests there may be more to the story. Being unable to change our mind creates more chaos than being wrong. Part of this self-discovery journey is knowing when our perceptions are affecting our reality, and they do that more than we realize. We have an excellent start to releasing or altering what no longer serves us. So journey on, beautiful soul. Notice how your perceptions are shaping your reality and have the courage to merge with them and co-create. This is your life. You get to do whatever you want with it. So thank you for joining me on today's session for the art of self-discovery. Thank you, Marva, you magnificent fairy, brewing up this magic down in the art room for us to be able to enjoy, to further discover the beauty of ourselves and create the life that we so enjoy. If you'd like to experience just like the full version of this journey, you can find a link for it. We have our private activity feed where we're just sharing fun things that show up on our journey. We'd love to see you over there. Otherwise, I'll see you next week for segment 4, where we explore the past. Ooh, the past. Oh. So I'll see you then. Enjoy the day, enjoy the self. Peace and love. Perception.